In today's Daily Dish, NBA Live 15 is out now, and EA Sports has released a patch as well as demos for the game. The new PS4 system update came out this morning, and that includes the potentially game-changing share play feature. A few new fighters will be added to EA Sports UFC soon, and a look ahead to the next Madden NFL 15 roster update. NBA Live 15 released today, so there's naturally some accompanying news. The release day patch went live on both Xbox One and PlayStation 4. This patch is probably the result of the extra 3 weeks of development time that was granted due to the delay in releasing the game. It doesn't dramatically change the game, but it seems to clean up a few things and bring others up to date. The patch affects mostly visuals, including a few updated player face scans, a few updated courts, and updates to some jerseys and accessories. I'll post comparison shots of 3 of the 4 players that received updated faces on Pastapadre.com tomorrow. Along with all that is a new roster update, which was needed for release, not to mention it being opening night of the season. There's also a few minor gameplay-related improvements, but again, nothing that really addresses the bigger issues pointed out by myself or others in reviews. It's going to take weeks for that to roll in. In addition to the patch, the demo is out on PlayStation 4, and the 6-hour trial is available on Xbox One. The game is worth trying out. It's probably not worth the $60, but wait a few weeks and there will be deals. If not before Black Friday, certainly then. System Update 2.0 went out today for the PlayStation 4, and it brings with it some really great improvements and new additions. That includes YouTube uploading, MP3 music player, new live broadcasting features, home screen themes, and performance enhancements. Hey, my friends list may actually load now. The big one, though, is share play, which allows for a friend to join another's game even if they don't own it. They can hop into a friend's game and either take over the controller and play themselves, or join for local co-op multiplayer. That's limited to an hour per session for obvious reasons, and that seems plenty fair. You just can't let people run wild and play non-stop. This should encourage game sales, if anything. It's way better than having just a limited demo. And SharePlay is perfectly suited for sports games, not just for jumping in and playing co-op with a friend or taking over their game, but as a teaching tool. Sports games are difficult to learn and very complicated. Having a friend's guidance could be really helpful. There's all sorts of potential in SharePlay, and it's something I'll be exploring in the coming weeks. EA Sports isn't done updating the UFC game that released early this summer. While it's unclear whether or not they'll patch the game with further improvements, the company has now announced 3 additional fighters that will be introduced to the game in the near future. They are Diego Sanchez, Michael Chiesa, and Hector Lombard. 3 patches have released for EA Sports UFC that completely change the way the game plays. It's worth considering, especially at the $30 price tag currently on Amazon, or wait for Black Friday and probably nab it for $15 or $20. 8 fighters have been added to the roster since the game came out, so an additional 3 here, and it's good to see them continue to support it in this manner. It's important how they reestablished themselves and demonstrated how they understood and came to recognize where they went wrong with the game, so that they'll have solid footing to go off of when they try and launch a sequel in 2016. We're just about halfway through the NFL season now. Some teams have played half their games, though for those who have already had their bye week, they're one short of that. But I'm interested to get some feedback on what players in Madden NFL 15 have outperformed or underperformed versus their ratings. This is a good point to examine that, so comment or tweet at me the players you think are in most glaring need of attention. Names to look for on the rise in this week's update include Ben Roethlisberger, who had a monster of a game, Tom Brady, Golden Tate, Justin Houston, and Bashaud Breeland. Among those likely to fall are Geno Smith, Joe Flacco, Eric Fisher, and Josh Gordy. This next update is expected out on either Thursday or Friday. Thanks for listening to today's Daily Dish. Make sure to visit Pastapadre.com every day for all the latest sports gaming news and analysis. Follow me on Twitter at Pastapadre and subscribe on YouTube. I'll be back tomorrow with the next Daily Dish.